Gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered if the way you touch yourself today is really the best thing for your body, especially after 60? You're not alone. This is one of the most common and yet one of the most unspoken questions I hear from men in their 60s, sins and beyond. Not just, is it still okay to masturbate, but how do I do it in a way that's safe, healthy, and supportive of my body instead of draining it? And here's the truth. There are 3 very common mistakes men over 60 make when it comes to self-pleasure. Mistakes that can affect your circulation, your prostate, even your ability to enjoy intimacy with a partner. But here's the good news. You can avoid them. And when you do, not only do you protect your health, you also improve your confidence, your sleep, your mood, and yes, your sexual vitality. So today, I'm going to walk you through the 3 big mistakes older men make when it comes to masturbation, and what to do instead. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. Where are you watching from? Drop it in the comments below. I love hearing from men all over the world, and it helps me create content that really speaks to your needs. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe because every week here on my channel, we talk about real men's health issues. Circulation, prostate health, intimacy, hormones, all the things no one else explains in plain language. Alright, let's start with a truth that might surprise you. There's a myth that after 60, men should slow down in every sense, including sexuality. Some even think masturbation is unnecessary, unhealthy, or a sign that something's wrong. That couldn't be further from the truth. From a medical perspective, masturbation is one of the most natural, effective, and safe ways to support your male health as you age. Why? Biologically, gentle self-stimulation increases blood flow to the penis, which helps preserve elasticity in your blood vessels. It also supports prostate health by keeping fluids moving. It lowers cortisol, your stress hormone, and even helps you sleep better by calming your nervous system. Emotionally, it helps you stay connected to your body rather than feeling shut down or past your prime. It reassures you that pleasure is still part of your life story. Practically, it means you don't have to depend on anyone else for release. You maintain independence, privacy, and a sense of control over your health. But here's the catch. Your body at 65 doesn't respond the same way it did at 25. That's not dysfunction. That's just biology. As we age, skin thins, nerve endings respond more slowly, and blood vessels lose some elasticity. Which means if you try to masturbate with the same habits you used 30 years ago, you may not get the same results. And that's exactly why so many men fall into the 3 mistakes I'm about to share. If you're new here, hi, I'm Dr. Melinda, a board-certified urologist with over 10 years of experience working with men on sexual health, prostate care, and vitality. I've spoken with thousands of men over the years. Some embarrassed to even ask about masturbation, others frustrated because their body isn't working like it used to. What I've learned is this. Most men don't lack desire. What they lack is the right information, because no one teaches us how to adapt our sexual habits as we age. So, think of today's video as your roadmap, a guide to staying safe, healthy, and deeply connected to your body without shame, without guesswork, and without confusion. Let's go through the 3 mistakes men over 60 must avoid and how to fix them. Mistake number 1, rushing the process. Here's the reality. Many older men treat masturbation like something to get over with. Quick, secret, no attention to the body. But when you rush, here's what happens biologically. Your nervous system stays in fight or flight mode. Your blood vessels constrict, your breathing gets shallow, and your heart rate spikes in a stress pattern, not a relaxation pattern. Instead of nourishing blood flow, you're training your body to associate touch with tension. Emotionally, you may finish, but you don't feel satisfied. In fact, you may feel more restless or disconnected afterward. Practically, it makes it harder to sustain erections, harder to enjoy the moment, and harder to transition into intimacy with a partner because your body hasn't learned how to relax into pleasure. The fix? Slow down. Even 5 extra minutes can make a world of difference. Put down your phone, turn off distractions, and take a few deep breaths before you even start. Think of it like preparing your body for exercise. You wouldn't sprint without warming up. Your body after 60 needs the warm up. When you slow down, your blood vessels open, your nerves awaken, and sensitivity comes back. Real satisfaction doesn't come from speed, it comes from presence. Mistake number 2, using too much pressure. This one is incredibly common. As sensation decreases with age, many men unconsciously grip tighter or stroke more aggressively, thinking more force equals more pleasure. But biologically, your penis isn't built for force. It's built from delicate spongy tissue, tiny blood vessels, and fragile nerves. If you keep squeezing with the same tight grip, you risk something doctors casually call death grip syndrome. That's when your brain gets trained to respond only to one specific kind of stimulation, usually your own hand. The result, with a partner, nothing feels the same. It takes longer or it doesn't happen at all. Emotionally, that can lead to frustration, shame, even avoidance of intimacy. Practically, it can cause soreness, irritation, micro tears, and long-term sensitivity loss. The fix: loosen your grip. Use a natural unscented lubricant to reduce friction. Experiment with lighter touch, slower movement, or even alternating pressure. Think of it less like trying to force pleasure out of your body, and more like giving your circulation system a therapeutic massage. With time, your body will relearn how to enjoy gentler touch. Sensitivity will return, and you'll find yourself enjoying intimacy more fully alone and with a partner. Mistake number 3, ignoring your emotions. This may surprise you, but the most damaging mistake men make isn't physical, it's emotional. Many men carry quiet shame around masturbation. Maybe you were told it was wrong when you were younger. Maybe you feel unsettled by the changes in your body with age. Maybe you worry it means you're lonely. But here's the truth. Shame doesn't just sit in your mind, it shows up in your body. Biologically, unresolved stress or shame raises cortisol levels, which constrict blood vessels and make erections harder to maintain. It causes tension in your pelvic muscles, which reduces sensitivity. Emotionally, it makes the whole experience feel hollow, even guilt-ridden instead of nourishing and restorative. Practically, it means you might avoid self-pleasure altogether or do it in a rushed, disconnected way. The fix: start with compassion. You are not broken. You are not too old. You are in a new phase of life that simply requires new approaches. If you feel shame or disconnection, remind yourself this is not a teenage habit. This is adult self-care, a way to keep your circulation, your prostate, and your nervous system healthy. And if those feelings run deep, don't be afraid to talk about them with a doctor, a therapist, or even a trusted friend. You don't have to figure this out alone. So, how do you actually create a safe, healthy, self-pleasure routine after 60? Here's what I recommend. Prepare your space. Clean hands, short nails, a quiet room. Respect your body by setting the stage. Use lubrication. A gentle, fragrance-free lube protects your skin and enhances blood flow. Take your time. Give yourself permission to slow down, breathe, notice your body, release tension, experiment with gentler touch, try different rhythms, different pressures, even different positions. See what your body responds to now, not what it did decades ago. Pay attention to warning signs. If you feel pain, tightness, swelling, or irritation, don't ignore it. These can be signs of circulatory issues, inflammation, or prostate strain. Check in with a doctor if something feels off. Remember, this is not about performance, it's about presence. Now I know some of you might be thinking, but Dr. Melinda, what if I can't get it right? What if I don't feel the same as I used to? Let me reassure you, intimacy after 60 is not about chasing your 20-year-old self. It's about honoring the body you have now. You are not broken, you are not behind, you are evolving. And that evolution asks for patience, compassion, and small adjustments. Many men in their 60s and 70s actually report greater satisfaction once they learn to slow down, to feel more, to connect deeper. Because it's not just about release anymore, it's about nourishment. So, here's the big takeaway. Masturbation after 60 is not dangerous, it's not shameful, it's not less than. It's one of the simplest, safest ways to protect your circulation, your prostate, your sleep, and your confidence. As long as you avoid the three mistakes, rushing, gripping too hard, and ignoring your emotions, you'll set yourself up for years of healthy, dignified, satisfying self-pleasure. And more importantly, you'll carry that confidence into every area of your life, including intimacy with a partner. So, if this video gave you clarity or comfort, do me a favor, hit that like button, leave a comment below telling me where you're watching from, and subscribe to this channel. We're building a community of men who want to age with strength, vitality, and confidence. And always remember this: age is not the end of vitality. Small changes like slowing down, loosening your grip, and showing yourself compassion can bring comfort, freedom, and joy at any stage of life. I'm Dr. Melinda, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay strong, stay kind to yourself, and never forget your best years of intimacy are not behind you.